So, oh, it's got pin badges. There he is. He is completed. Oh no. Look at that. Yeah, most likely. See? Ivy's sword. Look at that. Hello, Blizzard. How are you? Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Hey, V. Just thought I'd get some. Try and find some decent beats. While I was away, Do Kudao followed as well the other night. It was last night, in fact. So yeah. Thank you for that follow. Welcome everyone to tonight's stream. So as you can probably see, we are going to start off with Gunpla-Kun. Just finished my second playthrough of AC, and my heart ripped out of the feels. So yeah, I've yet to play AC, but I don't care about spoilers. We are going to be building this little fella. Oh my god! Who I brought from Gunpla UK, and I used my new discount code. I need that damn game. Right there, Pepega. And of course, you can use mine, V's, or Gundam's fans' name to get 10% off at Gunpla UK. CD keys is like 20 quid off. Yeah, do it there, man. This won't take long. Only a tiny guy. Quite a thick box though. Limex, apparently this is made from. New material that uses limestone as its main material. It can be used as a substitute for plastic, helping to reduce the amount of petroleum-derived resin used in plastics. Limex is gaining attention both at home in Japan and abroad as an eco-conscious material that also helps reduce CO2. Yeah, fancy. I want to do away with buying from those sites. Most of it's bought with stolen accounts and credit cards. He's right. So this isn't made with your usual plastics. This is made with Limex. Of course, it won't take long to build. So you still snip it off the sprues. It's quite a heavy thing. These are quite heavy. Yeah, I know. Limestone. Jesus. It feels like any other plastic, but just heavier than any other plastic. Which I think is a good thing, to be honest. You want heavier kits to be but because he is such a big head, I think it might work against him. So let's start. It cuts like any other plastic, if not a little bit easier. Kind of stinks that the Zaku-kun is event limited kit. Well, yeah. Test how brittle it is. Yeah, it's not that brittle actually. It's quite sturdy stuff. But yeah, if I can, I will try and get myself a Gunpla-Kun. I have my sources. But yeah, I brought this from Stephen at Gunpla-Kun. And for just a tenner, it's definitely worth it. They have a nice little mascot on your desk. Making me want to continue my ruling, dude. But you can't. Just, oh, it's a day off from streaming. That's why you need a kit to build when you're off stream. Just listen to that. It's just solid thuds. And that's just my imagination, a placebo effect because it's made from limestone or what. I've been told I should do a throne thing, but I'm like, people buying kits for me feels a bit odd. Yeah. Don't mind tips people buy that, but because they get something too. Yeah. I'm debating if I should either buy for MGGM, my other stuff, or save money and see if Stephen can find the MG Gear Dogger. Ah. But throne is kinda feels weird, man. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see if Steve gets that in. Right, where are my sticks? So it has left nub marks. I'm gonna sand down. Gear Dogger for sure, yeah. I'm sure Steven can find it. But at least with nub marks on here, because you've got nub placements, the gate placements are pretty good. Like there are in places that you're not really going to see. See how well this plastic cleans up. Well, I've limited my spends now on kits, and Stephen might be able to get a perfect strike PG. I'm going to buy that in 4 moments. Yeah. No, I don't blame you on that. When it comes to like rare kits, I like to buy them on a whim. So if I come across them, it's like, oh, never seen that kit before. Or, that's a rare kit, must have it. It's a lot easier for me anyway. But like I said before, any basic kit, any standard kit that Steven gets in, I would probably buy off him. Then I had to clear some other stuff then to make sure I have enough to pay him. Yeah, definitely worth it. So it's a lot more powdery if you get just with the when you're sanding this stuff. There's only one sticker with this kit. It's a mask for your eyes. There we go. And colour separation is pretty good on this kit because of how simple it is. Because yeah, an MGGM, easy enough to get really, so I won't worry too much about that. It's more like a resin feel to it. If you ever worked with resin before. So this is just a little kit that's designed for the kids. Try and get them into Gunpla. But not bad for beginners either. Hope they manage to work Limex into something viable. Less plastic is always a win. Yeah, true. Hopefully they get it into more kits. Instead, not just using recycled plastic, but also doing this Limex stuff. But it looks like it's not a bad material. It's going together quite nicely. Comes off a sprue nicely. Sounds alright if you're used to resin. Sanding resin. That's what it feels. Of course, I don't know how familiar a lot of Gunpla builders are with in the West with Gunpla-Kun. We even watched the mini-series they had. This thing has its own series? Oh yeah. They're like 3-minute long shorts or something like that. You find them on Gundam Info on YouTube. The official Gundam site. YouTube's account. And basically it's just a bunch of promotional videos, and they're like 20 odd of them. It is like the adventures of Gunpla-Kun and Zaku-Kun. What was an Gunpla original? Nah. No, the series came out before these little promotional videos. There's also, because you got Gunpla-Kun, Zaku-Kun, Charzaku-kun, Ariel-kun, Nu-kun. One of them mighty be frontline girl. Might have ordered some waifu cards today. Come on, man. You keep ordering them. Don't you have enough? More? It's becoming a problem for you. It's like rigging Pokemon. Or any collectible card, that matter. Well, considering I went through an entire box in 1 week, yeah, people do like them. A lot. It's disturbingly so. There's an entire series dedicated. There's so many of these little guys, and it's like they're all hopefully all come in kits because I wouldn't mind a new one. There's also a GM as well from this series. So making sure subs for a pack to them now. Once September is over, it's points and bits only. Then I see. So it looks like they're using these little Gunpla and Zaku-kuns to test out this new plastic. So, the more you buy of these, the more Bandai will take notice. So if you can, only a tenner in your next order, when you order from Gunpla UK, put one of these in your cart. There's Gunpla-Kun's head. Next is his torso. Well, it doesn't seem like I need to paint the eyes of the MG and F91 since the parts are either molded in that colour or already all stickers in the F91's case. I'll just paint the black area around them. Yeah. No, I've got the MG aerial, and yeah, you don't need to actually paint anything, which is great. Even with the stickers though, I still just, like you just said there, painting black around the edges. That's what I've always done. I'll just paint a black area around them, yeah. So, Lord, Jesus, Bob, your thing's black, so I can barely see it on my chat screen. How you doing? Having some black paint also means I can touch up Alex and keep the front skirt hinges from being yellow. Yep. So the black paint I use, why have you got Yu-Gi-Oh! Double Pack can work? I was gonna say, oh, right. This is a black I use. Good stuff. Cheap too. Just look up Instar Paints. Right there, Tech, how you doing? Hope you are alright today. Maybe your wifey loves the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. Goes from the past to maximum gold Eldorado. Alright. I might end up sending you some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards just for your partner. I'll burn them. Yeah, the black hive in my basket is Mr. Color Gloss Black. Yeah. It's alright if you want that glossy look. It's not a bad paint, really. As you can see, I'm only lightly sanding the gate marks. I'm doing like flat areas so it keeps all one level. I want mine, but she doesn't. My binders and one I gave her, she hardly uses. Makes her weep. Well, should get round to it. If you're just joining, you don't know, this is made from Limex plastic. It's a new plastic Bandai's tested out, which is basically it's made from limestone. So the pieces are a little bit heavier, and when sanded, it sounds like it's a resin. If you ever used, like, there's a stone resin a lot of figures are made from. And it sounds like that. It is a bit soft. Trying to email to Stephen back with Dogger, so hopefully you see that this week at some point. They'll see it, yeah. Alright, not now, but they'll probably see it tomorrow. I'll be seeing him next week and I'm happy for it. Give him a big old bear hug. Limax is a gimmick. After the invention of proprietary KPS plastic, there's no way they are switching. It could be. Like the Ecopla was a gimmick, you know, where they just recycled the sprues into different kits and sold the kits at stupid rates. Rubber's had to get good luck when you see. Ecopla makes sense. It does, yeah. Hey, Cav. You've seen this built a few times. Not the best idea, that's for sure. Preparations in case regulations of plastic use come to place. Yeah, most likely. It's being used a lot in Japan, though, this Limex. I won't see GW using it anytime soon. But it doesn't sand that well. That's a problem. Having to spend a little bit longer sanding this than I would on any normal plastic. Like I said, sounds like resin. Well, this stuff here, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, you do that. Just together. Goes in there. The kit goes well quite nicely. No problems there. Well, thank you, Cav, for the sub. No patch speaker. I'm sure Bandai will be on the Essentials Plastic Exemption list. And there'll be a time where to find extra parts in the box won't be a thing. Yeah. What MG needs a reprint these days? Oh, it always does. The O always needs a reprint. Not to be confused with the big O. Another one, for fuck's sake. Yes. Yes, it would be a scalper's wet dream. Factor myself. Have you got work cut out for you? Just remember, they never throw away they don't usually throw away casts or molds. If anything like GW and Airfix, because Airfix keeps all of their at least a copy of their molds, original molds in a library. So yeah. First time seeing an actual badge. That's why all them Gs still get printed from time to time. Just thought your badge was first. Nah. I'll be changing that badge at some point anyway. At the moment it is just a OC character who happens to be a Terminator chaplain. But it's all changing. A lot of things changing in the background. Kind of jealous. You can change it. You don't have to have a VIP or the first badges. You can change your badges. I was going to do for my subs. I don't know what's going to happen to reprint in a few years. Stop buying and making a PE for PC parts. I'll not be able to do any reprints. I like walking in here with my cock. No, but that's the thing. They might replace a lot of it. They might just redo stuff. I'm going to experiment a little with this. Just get it off here first. Where's my knife? Let's check back. Been a bit silly today. We do things with assumed Bandai is willing to put effort in. Yeah, no. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So sometimes one of my go-to things to do to remove nub marks is just a scrape with a knife. And that's what I thought would happen. Because of the type of plastic this is. It's basically acting like a special coating, kind of, or one of the, for metallic plastics. That's what it reminds me of. What happened? Yeah, so normally when so it's turned, see there's a normal colour plastic there, and there's what happened after I escaped my knife across it. Hopefully we see some more reprints in the coming years, especially over here since Bandai UK started becoming an actual thing. Yet, Bandai Code need to step up, like Infinite Dimension, even Daban, stomp them for new builds that people want. Yeah. Also, a problem with like third parties like Daban and that, they don't have to worry about copyright because they're all in China. China don't give a shit about any other country's copyright. As long as the Heavy Arms Custom EW gets reprinted, then I'm happy. Yeah, he'll be lucky. They might bring out an RG of it. But considering how popular the Supernova Heavy Arms IGL's Amazeballs is, yeah, I'm a bit jealous of you having one. Yeah, I might have to try and see if I can get hold of a Nova one. Pay a pretty penny for it though, I bet you did. So all the instructions. Interesting. And I know because the arms just pop off and that, but still. So that's all the construction instructions. It only goes up to the feet because the bony parts are colour separated. And it just tells you to apply all the others. It's like, choose how you want to build. Do you want it in figure form or do you want it in runner version? So you can make it look like Gunpla-Kun still on for runners. Me after spending $200 on one, it was worth it. That's how much mine costs. Well, $189. What I do is I build them in normal version and not build them in runner version. But first I'll get all his parts off the sprue. And trust me, in my sources, CI gel isn't that cheap from my sources either. It's pretty expensive. You ever try to put your STLs on shops like new type K scale? Got his on there. Alright. No, I haven't. Making my own STLs is a recent adventure. I'm still learning how to do it. You know, how to make parts. And there's other places I've got to put them on yet. Just Colts 3D was one that took the least commission so far. So now how many of them I sell. Actually sell. Send you Gramps yet? I don't think you have. It does though, thankfully Sandrock and Ultron I got through Steven. So then bend me over, get them. Yeah, P-Bandis, yeah. It does suck, yeah. That's one of those things. But then if it's P-Bandai and Gundam still got it in... Well, Bandai still got it in stock. I'm sure Steven can get it. You have now. Oh, cool. Get how you send it. I'll grab the other for now. As always the case. Yeah, this white this plastic's not the best. There you go. $308 part print for a face, 7.4 grams. Nice. That's pretty cool. so it's meant to go on his arm like that. You start with Halo on Thursday. I think we could sack 2 off and get on to 3 if you want. Or can finish 2, just still a drag. Yeah, it is kind of a drag. But we should finish it. We're not that far off finishing it now. The last few levels aren't too bad. Yeah, just basically finish off a bit. Yeah, we can make it more fun. But with afterwards, we could either do Halo 3 or Halo 3 ODST. As Halo 3 happens at the same time as... Halo 3 ODST, I think, happens at the same time as Halo 2. Not gonna lie, I feel a game that you guys might enjoy is Titanfall 2. I love Titanfall 2. I love it. It's by far one of the best games I've ever played. Finish what you started, boys. The arms of them couldn't break easy, be careful. Yeah, I noticed how small they are. For 10 quid, it's not bad. Like you say, it's kind of a gimmick they're doing. It feels weird cutting a runner out of a runner. I love a runner gimmick. It's good, yeah. We know what the ladies like. Buckle up, soldiers. Yeah. And we'll finish Halo 2, don't you worry about that, on Thursday. Ow, just nipped myself. I've got to be too clean with the runners. Because I don't really need to be. Maybe. My streaming OnlyFans. So, what's that done? So according to this, the idea is that this sits on there. This is like an extra part. You can hear that when I snap it. It feels very much like a resin when you're snapping it. Never see me do a throne. I'd rather have special events like birthday stream. Say a go, for example. Yeah. Probably just too pastely spongy for me. Yeah. Don't you want paint job? So that goes on there. So what we do is, so to change it from standard mode feels like I'll be careful with the legs too, they feel a bit fragile. I might have to give it like a little paint job. Tie a chair with a paint job. These tolerances are very tight. There we go, there he's in runner form. I'll probably display him like this. Not a bad kit, quick and easy build. You can still do a lot more with him if you want. You definitely tell plastic's different. Heavier, feels more like a resin than it does a plastic. Oh, resin is a plastic. To be honest, for a tenner, it's not a bad price. I do like the whole running gimmick, especially when if you ever watch their mini series, it's exactly like this. What I don't get is they've got a ball joint here, and they put a faux ball joint on his head. I don't see the point of a faux ball joint. But yeah, if you want to get yourself one, Gunpla UK are selling them at the moment at £10 each. And if you use my code OMechanicum, you get 10% off. So you save £1 on this at least. All the other kits you have there as well. Put these to one side for a sec. Like I say, it's a very heavy piece. Compared to a normal, like, if you take an EG, this is heavier than an EG. This is cheaper. But definitely at least worth buying one, say you've got it. Right, let's get the next kit. Right, what should I pick? Wifey wants a Zoid kit when we visit Gunpla UK. Sus. Get her a Zoid kit. Ah, son of a bitch. Dropped a box. Alright. Options. What to build next? So, we could build there's other Saku 2 from Uniqlo. I built the limited version, and this one's a different colour. Or you know what now? Uniqlo. It's a clothing brand from Japan. We could we could build for Garibaldi, or Garibaldi, Or we could build for GPO2 with missile packs that V gave me. Or we could build a waifu kit. Which one? Which one? Missiles and shit. Waifu kit. Do it. Let's see. How do we do a poll on this thing? There we go. Let's do a vote. £100 Liger, yeah, that's a really good kit though. Definitely worth it. Oh, here's Rick with his raid. Thank you for a raid, man. He's just in time as we're choosing the next kit. Yeah, I'm starting a poll. Right there, Redbeard, how you doing? We're choosing the next kit. Choices are Daryl Baldy, the GPO2, missiles. Well, get your votes in. You got like 30 seconds. Uniqlo. Or the Innocentia waifu. Welcome all raiders who don't know me. I am O Mechanicum, one of Gunvan's friends. And friend with V. I do building of Gunpla kits and everything. And it's a tie. People want for Dow Body. I clicked Dow Body myself. So, jeez, oh god. What you like? Alright, GPO2 it is then. Right, welcome everyone. Thank you for the raid, Rick. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing alright in Starfield. You just missed me build Gunpla-Kun, which is made from a special plastic, Limex, which is a plastic that is made from limestone. Such bribes. Oh, it just dropped off. So we've just built this. Thank you for the follow, Redbeard. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. But it's quite heavy plastic. And some of the parts are fragile. But if you want one, gunpla.co.uk, 10% off, use my name. It looks like we're building this then. This is a big HG kit. As you can see, there's a lot of big parts to it. And some stickers. So I'm going to get my paintbrush out again for this. I'd love to get a Kun for the desk, but I really have to put in my belt for the next 2 months. It's killing me. I know the feeling, but I managed to have some money. So I got the Kun with the figurized amplified wall grain on. So it's a nice kit, quick and easy build. Only problem is when you're sanding, it sounds like a resin. Just keep that in mind if when you do get one. So unlike a lot of other Gundam, this isn't white. It's more of a grey. Yeah, and also I might buy you one. Alright, I need to go D and A by the looks of it. Ah yes, a suit Gato just walked into the hangar and said, "This will do." Take it, and Cash walks out with it. Yeah. That was weird. But hey-o. Right, what do I need from here? 25. But you can instantly tell the difference between the Limex plastic and this plastic as soon as you start cutting. That's a lot softer. And from now on, Gunpla-Kun will sit on my desk until it gets damaged. Oops. How's everyone? How far you gotten on Starfield now, Rick? I'm on my 4th playthrough. And my 4th playthrough, I'm just going to take it nice and slow. Explore. I did have a box of girls' frontline cards on the way. Now I have two because wifey spoils me. Not really taking it in seriously. Just gone here, there, and messing around. Yeah, that's basically the idea. Thing is with that game, if you treat it like a sandbox game, like No Man's Sky, you won't get much fun out of it. But if you treat it like more of a game like Mass Effect, then it's a lot better. So a box of Cherry Kiss girls and 2 boxes of Frontlines for girls with gun names. I see. Yeah, I don't know why, but the Japanese like anthropomorphizing objects into girls. Ships, guns, countries. Actually, no, the country's a bunch of boys. But yeah, you know what I mean. Mostly because a box for it is a lot smaller, special edition type cards. So there will be a decent amount of them, that's cool. It seems like a lot of people prefer them to the Pokemon cards. So yeah. We need to try and get some Pokemon ones. Pokemon variants. And you can get both demographics. So my Pokemon, yeah. Don't have to worry about the gates on these because they will be hidden. Why they just don't do a card set like that for Pokemon trainers. And also the amount of art I see of bloody Vaporeon. Right, this goes together pretty simply. Again, it is just a HG. It's not going to be overly complicated. It does have like a butterfly joint on it, which is nice. Let me just change the title. Da, 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 da. There we go. Total changed. Oh. Sorry lads, but I am a bit tired today, so if I seem a bit off, that's why. Did have a nap earlier. Doesn't seem to do shit though. Right, H. That's fucking H. That's G. That's F. That's A and D. That's H. Get Dr. Pepper lad. Queue up. I will do in a sec. Let me get his backpack sorted. I need E twice. Alright, this goes in here. It goes in a space where my fat fingers don't like going. That goes together like so. That goes in there. There's quite a lot of detail in here for HG, which is nice. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just gonna get me a can. Oh, frick. Sorry, I got to get going. I need to lie down. Upload insurance call, part 3 to renew insurance. Jesus Christ. I think you might need to change your insurer. But yeah, go on, man. Do your thing. Alright, now that's done. I've got a bunch of these gibbly things. Gibbles. If you also notice on this kit, there's no yellow. Which is again unusual for a Gundam. Thank God PG Stray sold out. No more temptation. There'll be more. I celebrate. Said it out. That goes in there. It goes in there. Unusual style of events. PJ Stray for sale. Yeah, that's the only big downside of this kit. Is all the yellow is stickers. Yeah, I can see. Which is a shame. There you go. It is what it is. I'm gonna get a 6. It is a HG cav. I learned today that you're the only streamer I don't know the name of. Nobody said it. Don't ruin it. Mr. Mechanicum. I won't ruin it. Not many people know my name. Even then, my name's quite unique. You know, it's surprising. Did I not? You should know my name. I want to destroy the country of Serbia now. Must be NATO army type's head fell off the table somehow when I was asleep and my dog got to it. Damn. Does that even do with the O? No. O is just the means for Omega. Omega Mechanical. That is tough. That is tough, Husk. Oh, yes. $156 followers. I was here when you had less than 30. You did, Husk. Your HD looks newer than the MG on the box. Yeah. Yeah. Bug, I've been given the black wall grey one for the shells too. But he needs a stand. Got TR1 leg joints. But don't know if one of my strike stands will suit him. I got loads of stands. Those are action bases. What you just need is an all action base, I believe. Like an action base. 4? Is it a 4? 4 that's a hexagonal with a little square bit on the end of it. Connecting point, I'll figure out. Yeah, there's plenty of them. I want to finally start doing customs, and I'm going to do one of an Age 1 Sparrow. Alright. I've got an Age 1 to build. So I've got the Age 1 Titus sat on the shelf. MG Titus, which was hard to get hold of. Well, I've also got an Age 1 normal with the expansion set, which is... What is it? I can't even read it from here. Gunther? Something like that. Gunther? Is this yours? Looks better than the MG, I'm surprised. Yeah, it's mine. Cool. More pew-pews, yeah. This one came with, rockets and that. Got it from V, apparently it's a rare kit. You find that with HG kits, they'll make a lot more variants because it's easier and cheaper than what to do with the MGs. Okay, I cannot sleep. Well, you're here. Enjoy yourself. Alright. So this requires a sticker. That ain't gonna happen. So we're just gonna paint it. Is it a big boy we built? Yeah, it's actually quite big for HG. Because there's the feet. There's the shield. I slept for an hour at 5 AM yesterday. Fell asleep at 4 PM and woke up at 10. Now it's 3 AM. The cycle continues. Wow, indeed. And I'm just going to paint around the eyes. Also, the great thing about this black, I don't have to prime the plastic. It's only 23 quid as well. So much glory in cheaper kits, yeah. You'd be surprised. I didn't do HG for a while. I was an MG boy myself as well. And then I just started getting some HGs and RGs. I was like, oh, these are not bad kits. Always thought for my expense, most likely I'll get a good kit. It's not always that way, especially with Bandai. You can never tell with Bandai. That Wing Zero, yeah, the RG Wing Zero is a baby. Tiny fella. But the wings have always been small Gundams. Like the F90, F91, small Gundams. Also the skull crossbones. It's tiny Gundam. Yeah, because you give it RG new, RG high new. They're almost as big as an MG wing. Just layering up the paint, make sure it's on there. This paint's also pretty tough. Unpacked the RG God Gundam yesterday. Open the book. It's a slower process. Yeah, I built that. I've got another one to build as well. It's just sprues and booklet, no box. So I don't know if I even got it. All of it. Alright. Should hit that with a varnish, to be honest. Don't need much. Yeah, a lot of my technicals and all my paints, if you're in the UK, get them from Insta Paints. Cheap, cheerful, and they're really good. Might as well not buy Gunpla this week and just get some next. Yeah, save you some. Might be a bit slower than me. I take pride in my speed. So do I. I'm just adding a varnish over the black just to make it a bit tougher and seal it in. It'll dry and matte. That's because you cut apart and sniff waifu cards for an hour. Alright, the eyes are meant to be green. So we will paint the eyes green. Get a nice bright green, I think. That one will do. Whoops, don't glow. You're guilty of making me slow. Lace pack for boobs aren't big enough. They're too modest. I know. All boobs are good boobs. This might take a few layers of green, as it's not, because I'm using a Citadel paint, it doesn't go on as easily. Because it's not straight out of plastic though, and it's gone on top of a varnish, which is technically primed the plastic for me. As I've said, every box is different. That's why I buy different kinds. Not just do sets of the same sets. Pretty sure you and Mecca's going to enjoy the girls' frontline. I will. I know the frontline girls. I don't know their names, but I know of them. Like Azure Lane and other boat girls. But to my knowledge, the girl party and girl galaxy boxes have boobers. Also, the advantage of these cards you'll get in V, they're a lot cheaper than Pokemon. The names are gun names, yeah. GFL girls are literally gun girls, they are, yes. Yeah, I want to pull an M60. Yeah, I'm just laying up this green slowly. Alright, Trans I'm clear. It is very nice, yes. So I have a double riser Trans Am in MG, which is now in a bits box, ready to be ripped apart for my pleasure. It looks like there's other parts got to paint black and green anyway. On the head. So I'll take my time. And finish this up here. So I'm going to need a Varnish Plus, which is a varnish, and gloss from Citadel, which is a gloss. No, it's not clear. The MG is not clear. My MG is just a standard colour variant. And I have a PG00 ready to build off the rulings completed. Yeah. We are definitely taking our time though with this. I don't need to, but I just want the eyes to look good. Because this is a kit that V sent me as well, so. Also, saves me using stickers. I'd rather paint it than use stickers. Right, next I need B17. Then I built a PG kit, and we'll do that before I get married. I'll get a girlfriend. I have built two PG kits now. I've built the PG Wing Endless Waltz, or PG0, PG Wing 0 Endless Waltz variant, and I've built the PGU. But I do have another 160 to fix up and build, which is a HG Extreme 160 God Gundam. You have a boot job as well. I have two BG kits now, but one I'm not allowed to speak of. Oh, Rick's not here. Since friends are threatening me with nippers. I don't care. You know I don't care. Young should have been my first PG, but it was my Holy Grail kit. That's why I started building Gundam. Ah, I see. I have. Oh, actually, I do have a PG Unicorn. Yes, that Rick sent me. That's falling apart. I'm gonna have to fix. Like a lot of kits I receive, they require fixing. Which I don't mind. Too late, PG. MGX Unicorn. That's what you want. Yes, the MGX Unicorn is probably one of the best unicorns I've built. And it's a very well made kit. It's got the best lighting setup. They say the future is in your hands, and I say my dick is in the future. Cosmos LED kit was a bargain, though. Yes, it is. I do want an MGX Unicorn simply because it's not a regular. Or a Phoenix, yeah. I like a Phoenix. Yeah, you haven't seen these. It's got that awful, goddamn awful plated plastic. Which my RGX special coating had as well. RX-78. Right. So there's a sticker that goes over the top. So these are quite indented, so there's quite a bit of detail and they stick out quite a bit, and then they want us to put a stickers over the top of these. 110 quid for Bandai LED or 35 quid Cosmos. They come with a remote and powered by USB. Yeah, Cosmos is really good at the LED kits. I pre-ordered 2 Cosmos LED kits of the FM aerial. So I've got an FM aerial to paint and customize. And then I've got an FM aerial to give away. It should be coming in the post soon. And I'm going to be giving away the FM aerial with the Cosmos kit. It's always that fun to wait for. I'm going to do something with these. So I'm not putting a sticker over such nice detail. So the sticker is black with a bit of grey over the top by the looks of it. I heard a giveaway, yes, there'll be another subscriber giveaway. I'll give you more details when I get the parts. There's basically an FM aerial with a Cosmos light kit. I won't rig this one. I'll have a giveaway starting next week, not this week, and one after, fair enough. That reminds me, I've got to post my mum's birthday present. That is a priority at the moment, of everything else. There you go, Kath. So not too bothered about getting it all over the black, all over the veins in this. Only downside, it doesn't come with a narrative tails, which is a shame. Rest is nice though. I love breathing in asbestos. Not recommended, chap. Nope. That's how you get cancer. Why are you breathing in asbestos in anyway? Is that what the cool kids do nowadays? Just making sure all the bits aren't black are black. Okay. Back over again. Cool. I forgot how funny 2.5 Men is. I love the classic episodes. People can rip on Sheen all they want. Dude was a great laugh before the cocaine took full hold. Yeah, he was. I love them the movies, Hot Shots. That's worth watching if you've never seen that before. Old 1980s humour. You brought this black down enough. You can use it as a wash. It makes for a really good wash as well. Yeah, good call, yeah. I gave the first episode or two a go. If Kutcher is so awkward, no chemistry, false story, and then forces himself to live with someone he doesn't know. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I don't. Yeah, it was a bad formula after that. That was weird. Weird why they did that. Right. Oh. Ah. Oh. Damn. Oh, it's not gripping at all. Even Michelle's director hated the whole thing, yeah. Well, Schmidt, a randomer who's buying my house. And Anna's like, but I live here and I like it. Yeah, I don't see a point at all. That ain't coming off. That ain't that little shit. I was like, but I never. Yeah, so I don't get the whole premise. They just wanted to keep raking the money in from the show, from the audiences who liked it. And at the time, he was the highest paid. It wasn't not yeah, Sheen was the highest paid TV actor at the time of making that. Man, I'd kill for a GP over a car kit. I think a lot of people would. It is a nice Gundam. To be fair, I'd have a Vercar MS Team 08. So what I'm doing here, I'm just edge highlighting the fins with a silver. Which means it'll stand out against black insert. Also, if you want to watch more 80s, good 80s comedy films, you want Naked Gun, Airplane, and Robin Hood Men in Tights. If you haven't seen those, go watch them. Done and done, yeah. They're great. They're good comedy films. A lot of tongue in cheek. Especially a lot of films by Mel Brooks. He is if you don't know who Mel Brooks is, he's a Jewish director. He's one that made like Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles. And he does a lot of social commentary in his films. See, that makes all the difference. Just painting it instead of just using a sticker. I'll probably go over later and give like panel line for cracks in there. Excuse me. I'll just give this a coat of varnish. Basically, it was more like a Kingpin, Ace Ventura, for Mask, La La. Yeah, they're 90s humour. Really good. That's it. It's like as soon as you hit 2000, though, that's when it starts going downhill. I'm just going to put a varnish on these bits I just painted. That way it protects them from my fingers. And once I've done a panel lining on it, I will actually do a top coat. I mean, the early 2000s, like, the funnier movies are stuff like Scary Movie, you know, the parodies. Date Movie. Like, is it Chris Evans, the one that plays Captain America, was in? You ever grab this on the Beam Bazooka version? Give it a full repaint, so it's not really like a dark grey as the main colour. Yeah, this is one of the unique, other than like the Mark II Titans, this is like one of the few Gundams that is not the same colour as all the other Gundams. Harold and Kuma, yeah, that was good. That was good. But then when they tried to make a third one of Harold and Kuma, it was like, oh, it's getting old. And now it wants me to add more stickers. Which are yellow. Which are for these bits here. Which I'm not going to do. It's going to have a lot of replacement parts that are yellow, ain't it? That's stickered. Annoying me. My castle, bro, with Bad Santa and National Lampoons. Tell you what, if you want to look up some weird like 1970s comedy films, look up Rat Race and Animal House. Movies you couldn't get away with making these days. It did get remade in the 2000s with Rowan Atkinson. There's an actor of the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. Rowan Atkinson. Great actor. I believe it's Rowan Atkinson. Theo, correct me if I'm wrong. It was like Scooby-Doo in the 2000s. Oh, that was a good movie. I'm going to try and paint these parts. I might take a few layers. I could use a Gundam pen for this, but I don't think it'd be as much. It won't be as accurate as my paintbrush. Also, I should really prime before I paint, but that can be asked. And get the consistency of the paint right, it'll go on anything. So this kit will probably take me longer than a normal HG build will, because I'm actually taking my time painting. Normally I could do a HG kit in 2 hours, just building it. But I actually want to take my time with this one. It's worth it. They can put a man on the moon, they can put a woman on your brother. 2 hours? You mean 20 minutes? Oh, that's just an early grade. That's an entry grade for me. Yeah, considering how much of this yellow is fiddly little stickers. I mean, really fiddly stickers. And it's better if I just paint it while building it and protect it as I go along. But the kit would be better for it in the long run. It will look nicer. Excuse me. Right then, Nick, how you doing? You join me as I'm painting some Vulcan guns on a GPO2. Kinda tired but alive for now. You and me both. It's a pavilion sex machine. If only. Alright, that's the yellow done, so let's get some varnish and protect it. Oh, excuse me. Again, I'm only doing this varnish to protect it from my big fat fingers from rubbing it off. Alright, next I need the beef in. 15k for real badge. Okay, I only need 12k. There you get a real pin badge. Which is one of these. But yeah, you can just use your bits to buy one. I'll see if I can get shipped. It is nice. I got them from a company called Sticker Mule. They're quite handy and dandy for stickers and such. Even got a t-shirt off them. Oh, thank you, Cav. You don't have to, but I much appreciate it. One day, Cav will learn what that says. But like all Brits, Cav has a penchant not to learn other languages. Yeah, Google Translate's not helpful. Cheater. Cheat. Are those parts from the Penelope at the top of your desk? What, these? What's here? No. They're from the 1550... Oh, what was it called again? The GPO3... Dendadrum? 1550. Just say thanks for the gift of sub. Looks pretty with badges. I know what it says. I don't speak Spanish, but you know, get the gist of it. They just spare parts from it. I just have lying round. I have painted it, so you can see the eyes are green with a black background. It's hard to see in for shade. The fins and air are silver with a black background. Painted the Vulcan cannons are yellow. That's a head done. Hopefully there's not much more painting to do yet. I can see some coming up, but it's after I make the gun. I forgot to message you about the 3D file thing. Alright. How do you say I'm full, I don't want no more dinner in Spanish? Visiting my granddad in Tenerife next week. Parts mostly on the shoulder, binders and shield. Yeah. I can already see. Alright, the shield has these. Which I do have a red for that. Which I can use. Right, next is the gun. Like I said, I'll probably go over this at a later time and do some panel lining and hit it with a clear coat. One step to learning Spanish, yep. If you didn't see last week, we got to... Was it last week, Saturday? Yeah. We got to 150 followers, so I gave away the Optimus Prime, Infobar, and Jägermoo won that. So that'll be going to Jägermoo at some point. I also got a bunch of other stuff to send off. Other prizes that other people have won. I haven't forgotten. Just short of money at the moment due to other bills and the government being a pain in the ass. Next is H11 and H12. Like, I know a bit of German, mainly insults. Used to live there for a bit. Man, I want to start my third and final AC6 run, but chill with my bros is priority. If you got two screens, there's no reason why you can't do both. Cab does it. Okay, I sent you a message on Discord. Alright, cool. I'll have a look at it later. $50, $49, $54. Cab does what? Did you mean to say friend or fiend? Don't tempt me, fiend. Cab does what? You game and have stuff in the background. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do it too. It's like when Rick's streaming, I am there. Lurking. It's just I'm usually busy working as well. And sometimes I can chat and sometimes I can't. I'm always there. Watching. Well, that's why God gave us two monitors. Oh, Curry's did. I've got like a nice... I've got a 27-inch curve in front of me. And I've got this little 7-inch for when I want to do things like that. I got a laptop. Don't get me wrong, my PC is not state of the art. I still use a GTX 980 for Christ's sake. Some days I had a streamer on one monitor, over on my phone, gaming on my first. Need a job to able to save for a PC. Yeah. The mechanical taught me about additional tabs. There's many things you can learn. Like, did you know that if you're streaming, then if you open up a VPN, you can then view your stream on incognito and watch yourself. And that as a view. So I was watching 4 streamers and gaming. Just how it is. You don't really. The great thing about right there, Ty. The great thing about a lot of it is that you don't really need to chat. It's nice that people do chat, and I appreciate it. So you can see your porn. Exactly. You know, but for looks, they're just as good. So even if you just put me on a different tab and then go off and do something, that's fine. I'm happy with that. How you doing, Ty? Yeah, like he just falls asleep sometimes. Nick coming out with something inappropriate instead of telling us off for being inappropriate. Not bad yourself. I'm a bit tired. But other than that, getting by. Where's Blimwimp? He fucking likes my finger, it's not even here. You guys are a bad influence on me. I wouldn't say that as such. No, it's just me. Maybe Rick. It's always been Rick. You're lucky your mum is not Latina. No, my mum's Welsh. That's even just as bad. Okay, we're talking about mums. Come on. Tina Ugh. Reminds me of a time where I slipped my mate's mother. Fun times. Yeah. I slept with her mum. And then I slept with her. I was a right old randy bastard when I was 19. I was a lot skinnier back then too. I was in the Navy at the time, so. You get around a lot when you're in the Navy. That's a box to tick. Wasn't much of an accomplishment. My mate had them both at the same time in the... My other mate had them both at the same time in the pub bathroom, so... They weren't exactly for most hardest girls to get around. I wouldn't say I was a regular Henry Cavill if you saw some of the girls I ended up with. Rice pudding bowl in. No, you put a Gunpla-Kun in for run-up display. Very nice, yes. I could have him out, but I'm having him in the run display and just have him on my desk there. Judging silently. So I'm going to attempt here to paint instead of using stickers. This may take a few layers. Just because how this paint behaves. I might have to add some medium to it. Any more stories? Oh, I got tons, man. God. There's this time I was at a house party, and it was getting, like everyone was getting, everyone was on the bed, and some of the girls decided to gut punch me. I just puked up everywhere. So I drank so much cider. Didn't stop the fun. We just cleaned it all up and continued on, as you do. That was a right tearaway in my teens. I might walk this down a little bit too much. Fail. Oh, they're shut in. Didn't really socialise. His kick out legs kicked all. Nice. Very nice. It reminds you of another story. So I was in the hangar of the Navy, and we'd come for a squadron meeting because it was the last day before Christmas. Of course, there was like loads of Christmas parties going on because squadrons and different departments hold Christmas parties. And one of the lads turned up. So one of the things you learn in the Navy is how to turn up to work drunk without getting noticed. This lad, he drank so much the night before he turned up, and he was swaying a little as he was standing there while the captain was speaking to everyone in the squadron. Then the next thing you know, he slams face first on the floor and shits his pants. Me and my mates slept on the balcony and looked inside, and there was shit footprints That's why you lay in bed. Bloody arsehole facing towards us. Classic. Yeah. Oh, the Navy's full of them. It's like we were in Cyprus once with the Harrier jump jets. And we went out on one weekend drinking, the whole squadron. And one of the lads thought it'd be a fun idea to rip the fucking sink off the wall. And another one thought it'd be a great idea to put his head through a fucking toilet. Full on smashed through the toilet. Some people have got in right trouble for that lot. Fuck. They're threatening to put them in the fucking thing, which was in the jail, and it would have delayed us going home. And another lad, he drank a whole bottle of Kalashnikov vodka, which is very cheap vodka. Yeah, brig. It was a civilian one, not a Navy one. Great granddad had loads of stories from the Navy culture. Never changed from generation to generation. No. There's one lad got really drunk on Kalashnikov vodka, which is very cheap vodka. They're very potent. Pacey was just stripped naked, threatening everyone. I don't know if it had anything to do with the fact he was a Geordie, but yeah. God. Many drinking stories. Many drinking stories. What? Yeah. You get used to seeing naked people when you're in the Navy. He said Canadian club fucked him up one night. A man who could drink woods with rum. That is so potent. Yeah. Old Puss's rum's good. You can ever get your hands on Old Puss's. That's quite nice rum. Another one I like is Lord Nelson's. I'd have gone into a Navy myself and didn't have a missus at the time. I was young, didn't want to go to university, didn't want to end up with a load of debt, so it was cheaper just to join the Navy and get paid to learn how to maintain aircraft instead of paying someone else to teach me. In the Navy. Yep. To be fair though, in my entire service in the forces, I've only met 3 gay blokes. I met a lot of bi, but mostly it's mainly lesbians in the Navy. It's like when I was in basic training once, one of the things we had to do was spend a night on you can sell 7Cs. One of the things you do, you spend a night on a decommissioned boat, which is in Cornwall, and you do like patrols and stuff like that. Things you would do on a normal boat or ship. And all the girls got in trouble for taking pictures of each other in the shower. Tell us more. There's another time during basic. One of the things we used to do was called flip-flop fights, or the naked run. Enjoy the rest of your stream, Mega. Hit the hay. Alright, Cap. But yeah, you used to call it the flip-flop run. And what it would do is, there'd be everyone on their own bed, because it used to be a room of 30 beds in a room. And everyone's standing on the bed with a flip-flop. You would have to run past them bonnet naked from bed to bed to bed. So you have to jump from bed to bed to bed. And they would try and slap you with the flip-flop. And one of the lads was doing it, because there was 2 floors doing it. And he was doing it and he ran upstairs. But he fell down backwards. And he fell down the stairs all the way down. 2 flights. Bonnet naked. And landed at the feet of the senior officer at the time. Yeah, like that attack, yeah. He fell off. Oh my god, everyone in the block got bollocked. So when we were outside, all getting bollocked, having to do press-ups and sit-ups and that as punishment, the girls were in their shower room and they were watching us, and some of them would be hanging out with the tits out the window, teasing us. So yeah. That's just basic training. Yeah. It was like this. One time when I was on board the Ark Royal, and it was during the Icelandic volcano in 2010. So our aircraft couldn't fly, so we sent them home. So we were stuck on ship for a month doing fuck all, basically. I would just sleep into midday, get up, do my things, and go back to bed again. And one morning I woke up to the sound of basically a woman moaning. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I get up in my boxers, walk into the common room. Like, there's porn on the fucking TV. And there's a girl surrounded by like 10 blokes just making moaning sounds. I'm like, what the fuck's going on in here? I just turned around and went back to bed. I was like, yeah, fuck this shit. What the fuck is going on here? Why was I not finding? And then, another time, what was it? Oh, it's like, yeah, another time I was in trade training, I was doing my trade training. Learn my trade. So it's training after basic training. I was asleep in my pit, and then also one of the blokes bash in, bonnet naked, full on chub. And he's like, I got a girl here who's handing out blowjobs. He's like, do you want a blowjob? I was like, no, I don't want a blowjob. He asked everyone in the fucking room. It's like, just fuck off, you drunk bastard. Let me sleep. He had a wife, of course. I got plenty of stories. There's that one time I burnt down a whole block with my 3D printer at the time. So when I was in the Navy, 3D printing was just still new. And I managed to buy a MakerBot prototype. Where it's just, they just came out first MakerBots. I was running it, and the spool of plastic fell into the machine, knocked the heating element out of the heat head, and onto the wooden frame. Smoked out the entire room, set the alarms off and all that. I got in a lot of trouble for that. It was essentially at the time, my time in the Navy, where I was like winding down and had enough. It was after the Harriers were disbanded. But yeah, a lot of fun. Just gonna let that dry a bit. And then we'll go over it again. Sassy times, yeah. There's one point in my life when I was in college where every weekend there'd be a house party at my mate's flat. And it would just be basically an orgy. There's one time we had a really big house party. How everyone was invited, all the neighbours and that. And a lot of the blokes turned up in suits. And a lot of the girls turned up in their, like, fancy dresses. It's like a fancy night. And these couple of girls walking past, going to the local, dressed up to go to the local nightclub, Club KA, Club CAC as we called it, in North Horsham. And he walked out because he was he used to work in a coffee shop. So he walked out with nothing on but his little like apron that baristas wear. Trying to get him to join the party. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bloke. You're drunk. Get the fuck away from these girls. There's also this one time, there's a lad I knew that I used to be friends with called Skips. Or Paul Tottenham. And he joined the army after I joined the Navy, or vice versa. Or he joined the army before I joined the Navy, but anyway. He came around with a house party once. And we're, partying away. And a lot of people come to these house parties. Some people just come in off the streets and that. And one day a bunch of druggies came in. And of course we were trying to get him out. But he fucking hid in the attic. Like a little pussy. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, you're in the army and you're hiding from these idiots. My teens and my early 20s were a time filled with a lot of adventure. These days I'm settled down, so not so much adventuring. Or drinking, to be precise. I rarely drink these days. I used to drink, I used to drink a bottle a night. Like a bottle of rum. But now it's like I barely touch it. I'd be lucky if I had a glass every few months. I'm sure V has also got lots of stories from his time in the forces. Many half are gone, but half stupidity. Yes, aren't all good tits stupidity? An old saying used to go. That's what higher ups used to say when you get in trouble. Well, at least it makes a good dit. It's like this one time after I left, and after me and my mate went to Comic-Con, he came round again, and we went out drinking in Bristol. That's where I used to live at the time. And yeah, we went out drinking as a student night, of course, and we're just enjoying ourselves. We've gone early because what we do, we like to go out drinking early. So we frequented many of the bars that were there at the time, like a bus stop and that. And then we ended up on the nightclub road. We ended up one nightclub, and there's a bunch of course, students. And we got on there early, so there's not many people, which is when we prefer it, so we can actually chat properly and that. And there was this group of lads, and one of them, all French, one of them's just turned 18. And I was like, alright then, mate, as it's your 18th birthday, we'll treat you. So me and my mate just got him absolutely blasted. The entire night. There's also the night my mate almost started swinging hands at a girl because she wouldn't leave him alone. Just constantly in his face, asking for a kiss, and that I'm like, he wasn't having any of it. To be fair, my mate's got a short fuse. Doesn't take shit from no one, really. It looks a bit off at the moment because there is a brush strokes in this bit here. But I can fix that over time. It still looks better than a sticker. Much better than stickers, yeah. As long as you're careful and keep it in the lines. You know, there's brush strokes in the paintwork. It's still going to look better. It's only because the type of paint I'm using is a very high metallic paint. Got a high metallic content in it. So it dries thicker. So you can make it too watery or not watery enough. There's no in between. But it does mean I don't have to use stickers. I can use them as a paint palette instead. Because that red, like a metallic red, and you got this, which is more of like a rose red. Almost pinkish. What I should do is protect it. I'm going to use a gloss varnish for this, as it will keep it shiny. put it on thick, you can almost hide brush strokes. Like if you maybe poured resin into it, which isn't a bad idea. So what you could also do, instead of using this paint, because of how recessed these bits are, you could get away with just putting a coloured metallic resin in it. Just let that gloss dry. Also, when you're serving in the forces, you'll meet some random people. You can talk to some random people, especially if you walk around in uniform, like I often did when I travelled to and from base back home. I wore my uniform. It was like this one time I was on a train from London to Norwich, and I met an MP and got chatting to him about stuff. Can't remember what. Can't remember the MP's name now. Been that long. Alright, we've done that. Next is this bit. Again, thank you everyone who's come to watch me today, ones who have stopped by, ones who have just popped in. Especially to Cam for all the subs today. He's gifted 3. 4. I came alright. Trust you, Ty. Young man. I saw your latest commission piece and that was pretty cool. Was it commission or collab? Can't remember. One where you're getting stepped on. By the furry. Classic comment. Sorry, very tired, no energy chat. That's fine, Nick. I'm glad you're here. You don't have to chat. Lurking's fine. Just listen to me rabbit on about random stuff that I did when I was a kid. Pablo, don't do commissions. Well, maybe you should. Apparently I got this on upside down. Great. Listening to the soothing sounds of Mechanicum's voice. Yeah, soothing. Oh, yeah. That reminds me of another story. Talk about soothing. So I used to date this girl. And she was a foster kid. And she had a foster mum and that she still lived with. I think, she was 17 at the time. I was shy off 19. And her foster mother used to say, I would love it if you would read a bedtime story to me. Oops. He's put me to sleep. I've been told before that my voice is nice like that. I just think I'm boring. One of the two. She wanted to take to bed. I don't know it was that far. She wanted to listen to me speak to her while she fell asleep. So. She was happily married. But she liked my dulcet tones. Sus. I remember one time me and my mate went round to get my girlfriend, and she answered the door in just a towel. Good mother, not my girlfriend. Don't get me wrong, my girlfriend at the time was a right slut. She used to stick behind my back all the time. My ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. I mean, that's how I answered the door if I knew Mick was coming. My mate would not stop talking about that. Just Mikesi. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Why does this piece not want to stay in? There we go. I might have to glue these pieces in. Just so because they just sit in there with friction. They're not actually there. Well put in. I would not bother with a towel. Now, boys. Right, glue. How many times I've fixed this glue pot, the nozzle keeps falling off. Even now it's wonky. So I've had to actually melt for nibbing. Did our music run out? Because it is that time though. Getting close to the end. Let's just put a random one on. Just something random. I'm just going to put some glue in here. That way the holds those vents in. Oop, there goes the glue. It dripped. Has a drippy end. A drippy nozzle, so to speak. Right. What's on the next page? I thought as much. So this is a bazooka, which fits together like so. Drippy end, I mean. But that part is not attached, and this is put into the shield, like so. And it's held in place like that. Anime accurate Zuka, yeah. And this goes on his shoulder, I assume. Remember, assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. Never assume anything. It looks like next I'll be making the missile pods. Done. Oh, but anyway, I think I'm gonna have to call it there tonight, as I am mega tired, and it is 11 o'clock. So we'll end it there for tonight, and we'll continue on Saturday. But thank you for everyone joining me. Thank you, Cav, for donating subs. And thank you as well to Redbeard and Just Me Cassie for the follows. The other follow was earlier this week. I am going to raid Lilith, don't you worry. But yeah, I'm going to finish up, have a shower, go to bed. Maybe give the missus hairbrushes. But yeah. So, thank you for being you. Well, thank you, Nick. Much appreciated. Like I said, I appreciate all of you. Ones who just lurk, ones who don't chat, ones who just follow. Thank you, Ty. As I only do this as a hobby, I don't really do it for monetary gain. Because all the money I do make off this goes back into the stream and goes towards your prizes that you will win. So we're going to raid Lilith, because she's a super gal. And she deserves all the love. So I hope you all join me, and I hopefully see you all Saturday. Well, most of you. Except for Ty, because he doesn't wake up then. Bye now.
Settle in.